If you've ever found yourself in the book stacks in the library a bit confused about how to actually find the book you're looking for, this video is for you. Now meet Grace. She just found this book by searching on Omni. It looks perfect for one of her assignments. Now all she needs to do is find it. What information is important for her to look at? First, to see if it's available. There's no use looking if someone has already checked this book out. Second, she needs to look at what floor it's on. In this case, the 3rd floor. And third and most important is she needs the call number. That's the unique label that will let her find this book amongst all the others on the shelves. Before we join Grace on her journey, let's break down this call number a little bit more for you. So our library and most North American university libraries use the Library of Congress classification system to assign call numbers. Now, this is the call number for Grace's book. And let's take this bit by bit from left to right. First, the letter or letters at the start designate the very general topic of this book. So PN is used for literature in general. Next, the numbers up to the decimal point. These are to describe a bit more specifically within the broader topic what this book covers. In this case, 6714 means this book deals with comic books, strips, etc. Now, we could have many books on that topic, so we then need a way to organize all of them, and we do this with what's called a cutter number. Usually, the letter is the first letter of the last name of the author, and the rest of the number is assigned so that we can have all of the books with the same classification sit together on the shelves in alphabetical order by the author's last name. And finally, you may have a date of publication. So this way, for example, if there are different editions of the same book, they'll all sit right next to each other on the shelves because the only difference in the call numbers will be that date. Okay, enough of the library lesson. Let's go back to Grace. So Grace heads over to the elevator and she heads up to the 3rd floor. And then, oh no. So many books, so many shelves. Grace doesn't panic though. She starts by looking for the PN section by scanning the labels that are at the end of each of the rows. Each one will tell you which call numbers are on each side of that row. So once she hits the PN section, she'll start to look more specifically for where PN 6714 will fall. Now, once she finds which row her book should be on, she'll start walking down it and scanning the call numbers.
Six, 7, 14, right here. Wait. Is it this one?
Now, Grace probably got a little confused here because she was so focused on that PN 6714 that she kind of forgot that once she gets to that section, she'll need to use that cutter number. And in this case, she needs to look for K86. But she got there in the end.
What's the name? Oh, Autobiography Comics. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Grace went on to get an A+++ in her course assignment, then wrote a best-selling autobiographical comic that won the Governor General's Award and was a bestseller. She's now working on her next project. Let's see if you could do as good as Grace. Here's a little quiz for you. If you had this book with this call number, where would it go on this shelf? That is, what 2 books would it go between? It would go right here. Well, that's the end of our video. If you have any more questions or need any help, you can contact us lots of ways, through live chat, by email, or in person. Thanks for watching.